This suspense is killing me.
And you're live, go.
Hello and welcome to the final edition of the Premier League season of football. What is this? No, right.
Football Central.
No, but it's been Match Tour Live extra time, innit?
It is, but because we're doing a whole season review, I'd say this is Football Central, because extra time is just talk about, one particular game, sort of.
For fuck's sake, that's fucked me intro up, hasn't it?
Oh, sorry.
Just hand it over.
Ready? Not you're not having it, you fucking competitive twat. Right. Hello and welcome to the final edition of Football Central of the Premier League season for 2019-20. What a match day it's been, and I am your host, Jordan, and also known as JLIWheels. And to talk a little bit more about what's gone on in today's game, I'm going to hand over, because we're all a team, despite the little game me and Sam have been playing over the last couple of weeks. We are a team, so I'm going to hand over to him to tell you what we've got coming up. Samuel.
Hello everyone, and thank you, JLIWheels, despite the little stutter at the start. Wasn't too bad.
Well, my fault.
Yeah, so well, you should know what you're doing by now.
Well, it's the weakest member of our team, mate, letting us down.
What I will say is, as JLIWheels said, what a conclusion to the Premier League season it's been. 10
You're
games,
a fucking overdramatic bastard,
10 games, all played live at the same time. And I tell you what, we had Villa just escaping relegation by the skin of the teeth. The heartbreak for Bournemouth of getting relegated despite a win. Spurs finishing in the top 6, which looked very unlikely a few weeks ago. Manchester United and Chelsea both getting in the much-needed top 4, and Watford also blew their chances of staying in the Premier League. Well done, Aston Villa. And to help us through this, of course, the host, even though Jordan said he was the host, he's not really.
No, we're co-hosts.
It's Lightningboy on YouTube. Hello, Lightningboy on YouTube.
Hello. Thank you very much, guys. That was a very interesting intro, but yeah, that was very entertaining.
Yeah, because JLIWheels fucked it up. Well done.
No, you two, come on, calm down now.
Let's get one thing straight, right, while Will's here, right? All the three of us are co-hosts on this show.
Yes,
we're
we
all
are.
co-hosts.
Same with Ben when he's here.
We're co-hosts.
Well, we are missing one today in Ben Carney, and I think before we start, as it is the last show, thanks Ben for everything you've done for the league season this year. We couldn't have done it without you, buddy, so I know you can't be here today, but thanks a lot, and we can't wait to see you soon, pal. Anyway,
adding on to that, hang on. Adding on to that, I would also like to say thanks to Ben. I think very much one of the unsung heroes. He's not here as much as me and Sam have been, but he's definitely behind the scenes works hard as well with Will, very much involved in meetings, in phone meetings with all of us, and very vocal about his ideas, and has really helped the show on in some good ways, and has always raised good points from the very beginning till what is now the very end of the season.
Absolutely.
So,
I would just like to say on top of that, just like the Premier League season, obviously it's been a very seesaw season with COVID, but we've also had our ups and downs with a mixture of pre-recorded videos and live streams, so it's not been easy. But thank you for sticking with us, and I don't know if you're at 50 subscribers yet. Well, but let's
no, 48 still.
Well, come on, only 2 more. It is the last day of the season, so come on, people. You must be feeling generous. Get clicking.
Yeah,
Right,
I think
anyway.
we can. I think we can get into the impact of what this show has done for all of us this season at the end of the show, because I think that's quite a sentimental, emotional note.
Absolutely, and otherwise we'll have you lot in floods of tears.
I think that's more likely to be you, mate, than us, to be honest. As the lone Chelsea fan, I'd like to start, to be honest,
Okay, fair enough.
if that's okay.
Yeah.
I think with two United guys, obviously there's a bit more to talk about for them.
Great, with Ben.
Oh yeah, but Ben's not here. Sorry, Ben. So, well, I want to start off by saying, again, what a great final day, and a purely enjoyable one. I, for one, was nervous. I thought that it would be Wolves and Chelsea drawing, and United and Leicester drawing.
I did,
which
yeah.
I think would still leave us in the positions we were in. But that was, because Chelsea pretty much to get the Champions League just had to match Leicester. But no, Chelsea played very well. Took a bit of time to get into the game. Both teams did, and the opening goal was a absolute wonder strike by Mason Mount. Anything to add onto that, boys? I know you saw it, Sam.
Yeah, I saw it because I was, as a Man United fan, watching our game pretty much with my top out, with my head in my top, like trying not to, particularly when it was 0-0 at half time. But just on the Mason, and they kept showing the games of importance, the goals on Sky. So I saw the Chelsea Mason Mount goal, and it was a very good finish.
The amount of whip he gets on that ball.
I know, it was up and down, and it wasn't easy. It was quite close in, I thought.
David Beckham-esque. I think.
Yeah, it was excellent, and welcome to Chelsea. A little bit hard on Leicester, obviously, being in the top four.
Yeah,
all
and
pretty
also,
much all season.
One more thing, and then I'll let you guys do your United bit. Olivier Giroud, somebody that's come under some fire. Me and Sam are fans of him.
Yeah, I think he's great as well.
I think he's had a lot of stick throughout his career.
I would say so too. French league winner with Montpellier, 2-time FA Cup winner with Arsenal, Europa League winner with Chelsea, and also was he an FA Cup winner as well that year? I think he was.
Yeah, he's won the FA Cup 4 times, I think.
So that if he's won the FA Cup 4 times, that means he's won it twice with Chelsea and twice with Arsenal.
That's
right. I think it is 4 times, isn't it? But yeah, another goal for him today. I think it was a finish that wasn't. I didn't think was in Giroud's wheelhouse. He rounded the goalkeeper and finished quite well.
Shows what confidence does for you, though.
What a player, and I think Frank will stick with him.
Oh, absolutely, because if I could just say congratulations to Chelsea. They're a great team, and Lampard was a fantastic player. So to see him doing well is absolutely fantastic to see. And I was actually about before you said about Giroud, I was going to talk about because he was a player who looked like he was on the way out at the exit door. Inter Milan, I think, were wanting him. He wasn't playing much. Tammy Abraham was taking his place up in the team. But Giroud has proved that, his form in the last few matches has been amazing, and it's been keeping Tammy Abraham, who I think since the restart, what I've seen, it's not like the Tammy Abraham at the start of the season. I don't know if you'd agree with that.
The thing is he has been injured, and also it's his first, well, I wouldn't say it's his first full season in because he obviously played for Swansea, who I don't know how their game's going, by the way. They're playing at the minute, aren't they, against Brentford?
Yeah, they're beating Brentford 1-0, the Championship playoff.
At home or away?
Oh no, sorry, it's full time. Sorry, yeah, full time.
I want Swansea to go up.
See, I want Brentford to go up, but that's yeah.
They've still
I think
got Andre Ayew after all this time, you know.
yeah, I think but one thing I would say about Giroud is I think Chelsea, you know, would have made a massive mistake to let him go even before this run of form.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think that credit to him for not throwing his wrestle out of his pram, because the manager Frank at one point in January definitely wanted him out. You could tell, but or was happy to let him go. But he's responded really well and kept his head down and kept working hard.
Well,
So credit
that.
to him.
Oh, sorry, Sam.
No, I'm done. Carry on, Lightningboy on YouTube.
He's missing a few yards of pace, isn't he?
Yeah, I was just I never thought that was injury, even though when he wanted out, when Lampard wanted him out or didn't want to stay, you know, Giroud is never somebody that strikes me of, you know, with attitude problems. He's sort of a quiet figure. He does all his talking on the pitch. He also seems to be quite a leader from what I've seen as well.
He was very...
Go on.
Go on.
No,
I was just say very graceful about Tammy Abraham.
Yeah, and I also think that that's good because obviously he's his teammate. But I'd also say that you can't, even in a club like Chelsea, they've got lots of young players this season, and even players that necessarily don't play every game, like Olivier. To have a player around those young players like Aspilicueta, you know, like Willian,
Pedro,
those sorts of players who have been there and done it, must be so valuable in the dressing room for
oh, absolutely.
Because if you listen to what Graham Souness and people say, and the pundits who have played the game, they all of them say what's the secret to success, and they said yes, you can have all the talent in the world, but the secret to the success, the biggest secret, is having senior pros around that can.
It's that blend of youth and experience, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
It is. But the point I'm trying to make is people like Giroud, even when they're not playing, are so important because they've been there and done it. You know,
like Vincent Kompany, because even though he didn't play a lot and with injuries and stuff like that, he's still, you know, it's shown, hasn't it? They've not replaced him, and they've missed a leader.
He's a different level of player, though, isn't he? Probably one of the greatest Premier League defenders of all time.
He is, but the point I was trying to make was that he was obviously a popular figure in the dressing room, you know, very experienced player, so...
You look at Wes Morgan now. Wes Morgan, for instance, could have very easily left Leicester, say in January or whatever. He was getting old, he wasn't really playing. But Brendan Rodgers has kept him and Fuchs on, obviously for cover, but also the valuable of having them in the dressing room must be great Premier League winners around these young kids helping them out. So I you know, it's like you know, Giroud again is a proven World Cup winner. So to have that in your ranks, whatever other people think about you from the outside, it must help, and it's a big reason apparently why Arsenal kept David Luiz on. Apparently he's really good with the younger players, so you know, it just shows that.
But today it showed again he made a mistake, Luiz. So.
Did he?
Oh yeah, but he is massively important. I heard that too. I heard that that's what all the young players say. Big help to them was David Luiz.
Yeah, but I can't see him playing much next season if William Saliba is good and Pablo Mari, and if they get Upamecano or something.
I just want to have a quick. I know this is slightly going off the subject, George, but obviously as a Chelsea fan, William has been a crucial player this season, and all right,
he's been great.
30. He's over 30, but what's happening with his contract situation? Is he going to stay? Is he going to sign a new deal? Is he going? What's the latest on that? Do you know?
So he wants a 3-year extension.
And what are Chelsea offering him?
2.
But we're only offering him 2.
See,
Right.
I think because of a player of his age, I think they should just give him a year contract and then just take it a year, and then if he's still good in a year, because if you have if you have a long contract and then you have a player that struggles with injury, then so really I think that they should just give him a year and then see how he is, and then if he's good, give him another year. So that's my view on
I
it.
don't think he's quite at that stage though, Will. All right, he's over 30, but you want some insurance. And if I was Chelsea, if it takes a 3-year contract to keep him, then give him the 3-year contract. Because
I don't know,
because it's very important for Chelsea.
because when you've got Ziyech coming
And
Ziyech
Timo
can play.
Werner.
Well, no, I'm speaking on Ziyech specifically.
Oh, sorry.
And also, I think this is something that a lot of people don't know, but Kai Havertz can also play on the wing.
I get that, but to have William around, and Chelsea are going to play a lot of games next season.
Yeah.
So squad rotation is going to be key.
No. What I'm saying is, because I didn't finish my point. What I'm saying is that I don't think that with Ziyech, with Havertz, because Havertz is nearly a done deal.
Yeah.
You know, the last thing I heard about it was that Leroy Sané in his Bayern Munich unveiling said Havertz.
Oh, he
told
did,
him
yeah.
he's going to Chelsea.
He let that slip, didn't he?
But I think he's going to play in the Europa. He's already said he's committed to playing in the Europa League for Leverkusen. So he is going to play in the Europa.
Well, I think it's not a clever move to. I think obviously it's not the best of moves to turn around and say, oh yeah. I know at the time with the Werner situation and the Ziyech situation, they didn't know, you know, whether the Champions League was going to come back. So that's why they've been announced. But I think right now, when we know what clubs like Leverkusen and have got coming up in the Europa League, you know, it's not ideal for them to say, oh yeah, your best player's gonna leave.
I think. He's still in this season, so in my opinion, he has a duty to complete the season with Leverkusen.
Yeah, and it's also a thing of
etiquette.
Yeah. I forgot what I'm saying. You know, it's definitely a media thing as well, because if you remember the 2012-13 Champions League final, Bayern Munich versus Borussia Dortmund,
Lewandowski
was all about the fact that it had been announced that Goetze was going to Bayern Munich.
And was he still
game.
at Dortmund? Was he still at Dortmund?
He played in midfield for Dortmund.
Yeah, I mean that can't help, but I think if he just comes out and says, "Yeah, I'm going to play in the Europa League," then that keeps his mind on the job, and in my opinion, it's a bit like the Ryan Fraser situation where his teammates is back in training, isn't he, with Leverkusen? So his teammates would expect him to finish the season.
He's got Rangers, hasn't he? Leverkusen
I don't
have got
know. I've not heard
Rangers
anything. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Leverkusen have. Yeah.
in the next round. One more thing, because I'm just watching the video and I've just seen it. I'd also like to wish Leighton Baines a happy retirement.
Oh yeah, great player. Great player.
Is he retired? Is he
Yeah.
retiring? I thought Everton were offering him a new 1-year deal.
They
They
were,
offered it
yeah,
him, but
but
he's
yeah,
not
they
gone for
announced
it.
his retirement straight after today's match. So, want to wish you all the best, later. Great player.
Yeah, great career.
Oh, absolutely.
Phenomenal left back.
Probably in the last, but he could have brilliant for Wigan, brilliant for Everton, and probably could have played at the highest level for a Champions League club as well at one point. Him and Coleman were the best two fullbacks in the league at one
Well, I
stage.
think the only problem with Leighton Baines was, obviously, he was number 2 to Ashley Cole for a long time.
For England,
then-
yeah, but he could have played for, yeah.
And then obviously players like Luke Shaw were coming onto the scene then. So he's never really.
I rated him though at his best. He was excellent.
I did. I've always thought he was like up there with the top 5 left backs in
Oh,
to ever
yeah,
play in the Premier League, let alone.
Absolute world class for me. If you're looking for obviously Ashley Cole, I agree with you. Ashley Cole's the pinnacle.
Brilliant.
But it's got legendary status. But if you're looking at world class fullbacks, if you're a youngster and you're looking at world class fullbacks, then just look to Leighton Baines. Absolutely.
Well, Ashley Cole is one of the best left backs
Of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
of all time.
No denying it.
If not right up there within the top 3, I would say the only better left backs. Roberto Carlos is a good shout.
You're picking straws though, aren't you? Those 3 are on a unique level, but they're obviously the best of all time. But if you're looking at world class left backs, and let's say an ultimate professional as well, never heard a bad word about Leighton Baines. So credit to him, and credit to him for staying at Everton as well and being loyal to Everton for so long. He's a club legend, and
Oh, absolutely.
he's been absolutely brilliant. So,
I'll never forget. I'll never forget his. Obviously, Will, you were out of football at this point, but I think it was like between 2011 and 2014, the amount of free kicks Leighton Baines scored.
And penalties.
Yeah, absolutely a phenomenal set piece taker and a solid left back.
Yeah. What I liked about Leighton Baines is that obviously a lot's made about players going forward now, obviously as a fullback, but he was a proper defender as well. He was up, down.
Well, it was good. It was good, wasn't he? Because he was all rounder.
Yeah, the full package, and just fantastic. And obviously you had Coleman on the other side, who you could argue was equally as good at one point.
I would say, at that point before he broke his leg, I would say Coleman was maybe the best right back in the league.
I agree, and brilliant. So yeah, happy retirement, buddy, and you're one of the players we will miss.
I do think so. I'm just going to make one last point on Chelsea.
Yeah, that's fine.
We were talking about Willian. I want him to stay. I think he should stay. Phenomenal servant. Again, such as Leighton Baines, a set-piece specialist.
He's still got the pace, hasn't he?
He's still quick, still skillful, can still smack a ball into the back of the net from 30 yards over the wall. And, creates a lot. Very, very, very good player. to me, you know, I just thought it might be interesting to do a final thing about transfers. To me, all that Chelsea need, you know, we know
You need a new goalkeeper,
Ziyech,
that's definite.
we know Ziyech is happening. We know Werner is happening. We know Havertz
Might be happening.
is a 50-50 because it's all on good. Sane saying, "Oh yeah, he's going," and then apparently his agent come out and said they've agreed personal terms, but they haven't agreed a fee yet. So he might be coming. I then think we need a centre back. I've heard the Villarreal centre back. I think his name is Pau Torres or something like that. I've heard Yuka Meccano. I've heard
Meccano, they'll get Lego alongside him.
I don't remember his name. Goalkeepers, I've heard quite a few. We need a goalkeeper desperately as well. For me,
Dean Henderson's been linked because apparently Chelsea triple his wages of what.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Apparently Henderson is top target.
Oh, I hope not.
I think he would start as well.
Oh yeah, he would. Is it anybody's better than Belisa Balaga? I can't even say his name. Blah blah blah.
Just maybe call him Kepa.
The ones I heard are Onana, which I think could happen.
I like him.
I've heard Jan Oblak, who would be a fantastic signing.
Oh, he'd be a class signing. Brilliant goal.
How old is he now? How old is he now?
He is 29, and he is the best. He has been the best goalkeeper in the world for about 3 years.
Yeah.
I thought he's younger than I thought. Okay.
I think ever since Courtois dropped off a little bit in his last season, mind you,
you got Edison, haven't you?
Higgins is a very good goalkeeper as well. But I was gonna say ever since Courtois dropped off and De Gea's dropped off, I think Oblak is the best goalkeeper in the world.
Yep, I think I'd agree with you with that.
How about Neuer?
Manuel Neuer's consistent, isn't he?
How old is he? He must be getting on a bit now.
He's 33, isn't he?
No, right, 30.
And I can't believe Buffon's still playing as well.
Yeah, he's not.
Even
retired,
somebody like Kasper Schmeichel would do a job.
No, I wouldn't fucking have him. He's the most overrated goalkeeper going.
No,
I think he's a good goalkeeper, Kasper Schmeichel.
I don't mind him. I think he's one of the best shot stoppers in the league. I think he's good with his feet. I think he's not commanding enough in his area, and I think his positioning, specifically from set pieces, specifically again from corners, because the amount of times I've seen a Leicester corner whipped in when he stood behind the goal line. So if a shot comes at him, it's likely to cross the goal line, like I've seen him do at least 3 or 4 times this season.
What about Nick Pope? That'd be a very good signing for Chelsea.
I'd have him.
And he'd be cheaper than the others, and if he's spending.
I don't know. I think Burnley would not let him go for cheap.
No,
but I mean, he'd be cheaper than Onana and Oblak because of the clubs is that.
I think Onana's on a shit wage, isn't he? So I think that it wouldn't be that bad. I think he wouldn't be too expensive.
Anyway, just to get back to the.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we're getting off topic.
Yeah, we better get to United, haven't we?
Although
obviously, go on.
Although actually, I was shocked because the Brighton beat Burnley result today. I was thinking, where's this game gonna go? Because I thought, Brighton have been good, but so have Burnley. So this is a game I thought I didn't know where this is going to go, but Brighton beat Burnley today. How would you rate Brighton's season?
Very good
At
style of
the end
play.
of the day, they got their highest Premier League total ever.
Yeah,
They also have a good base of players.
yeah.
I like the manager. He
And
plays
Graham
the right way.
Potter.
What
yeah.
was a fantastic win in the end. You know, a absolute wonder strike as well by Yves Bissouma. Don't know if you saw that, Sam.
No, I've not seen it.
It was an absolute screamer. So yeah,
I think Brighton have overachieved this year when you consider how many changes they had in the club, and the difference in the style of play with lots of the same players.
Oh,
So,
absolutely, yeah.
I think it would have been very easy for them to have gone down.
I agree.
But
But
credit
I
to
do like Graham Potter. He seems to know what he's doing, so I'd love to.
oh, absolutely.
I can tell you what they need.
What's that?
What Brighton need is, for me, Brighton need.
Midfield.
I would say some stronger, some better quality fullbacks, and at least one more decent midfielder, and definitely some striker cover.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because Glenn Murray's getting on a bit. And
The
he's
thing
not
is
played much.
Is Glenn Murray hasn't got the pace to even do what Giroud can do at Chelsea. Aaron Connolly is still
It's quite
sort of
young,
an uncut sort of
Inconsistent.
gem, and Neil Maupay is good, but again, you know, you're talking about a new era for football where I was saying this at work yesterday earlier on to somebody I work with. I think the drinks breaks should stay, but they're good for fitness, and I think as health and safety is increasingly under the spotlight, I think they should stay. However,
What a load of shit.
with that much, you, Sam, with that much being said, I think that you always need cover. If it was me, I think we've heard this week that Brighton are close to signing Lallana. I mean, what a coup
That'd
that
be
would
a great signing.
What an absolute coup that would be, because he has still got it in the tank.
Yeah.
And his experience.
Yeah, and he has experience not only nationally, but internationally as well.
Champions League winner, Premier League
Champions
title
League
winner.
He was
Premier
our
League
best
winner.
player he was our best England player for a couple of years.
Yeah, he was. I like him, Lallana.
I wouldn't go that far, but I would say he was definitely up there on his day. So, season Brighton and Burnley the same. They very much get by on not a lot, which I quite like about Burnley, because it's no secret. It's very, very well documented that they've got the lowest budget in the league, and pretty much always have done.
Even lower than Sheffield United.
Well, I wouldn't know, but the last thing I saw about budgets was that Burnley have the lowest.
I think Sean Dice does miracles there,
and it would make sense because their
Brian.
recruitment has always been small players, lesser known players that can come in. I think you look at the players they've got.
Chris Wood, what a signing!
It's experience, Chris Wood is a phenomenal player. Always has been, in my opinion. If you remember, Sam, again, you'll remember the championship seasons where with Leicester for Chris Wood and with Leeds as well.
I didn't think he was that good at Leicester, but I was proven wrong. Not that I watched a lot of him, but he's proved me wrong. He was wasn't quite sure of his Premiership quality when he went to Burnley, but he's proved me completely wrong.
It was definitely
George.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hang on, all I said was that I thought he was phenomenal for Leeds.
But you could say the same about Dwight Gale in the Championship, and he's always struggled a bit in the Prem. I know he's got a few goals recently, but
I don't know. I think he just didn't get his chance. You know, he scored in the first minute of the Liverpool game.
Oh, was it he that got the goal?
Yeah. One minute on the clock,
and that's his. Yeah. So let's just finish up the Burnley point. They've got some great players with great Premier League experience. Nick Pope to me is arguably one of the best keepers in the league.
I would agree with that.
Obviously, you're looking at Alisson, Edison,
but then you could say
Henderson,
Pope.
And Pope.
Yeah. Certainly third or fourth.
And I think future England number one, I think, because Pickford, he's going to have to really fight.
You've got Henderson or Pope, and it's going to be a bit of a fight.
I think there is no way that Jordan Pickford will be number one from the Euros.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a straight fight between Pope and Henderson.
Yeah.
I think that Dean Henderson will take De Gea's place within the next 2 years.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Pope will move further up than where he is.
Now, sorry to go back to Chelsea, but just an overall view of their season. What do you think it's been a good overall season for Chelsea?
If they win the FA Cup, it's been a fantastic season.
Hang on. Let me just. My internet's playing up again.
Okay.
You there? Okay, you're there.
Yep, we're so.
I think it's been an amazing season, and I think Lampard has done a job that is going to be so underrated in the Chelsea history books, just because he didn't, win the league or whatever. He's done such a great job.
Yeah.
With the circumstances of transfer and it's been amazing.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for you guys to talk about United now.
Absolutely, yeah. We just didn't want to rush to United because I wanted to talk about Brighton, because it was just.
So yeah, we can touch on all the teams, can't we? I just want to leave. I want to let you guys get your United bit out the way.
Okay.
Then we can sort of look to.
So yeah, I watched the first half, and to me, the passing wasn't great at times. I thought Marcus Rashford had a very off day. I don't know about the second half, but he wasn't.
First half was very even.
Yeah, Leicester were very were very good. They were really battling. If you're a Leicester fan, you've had a brilliant season.
Still Laura.
Oh, absolutely. If anything, maybe Leicester sort of like Sheffield United. They've overachieved, haven't they? Sort of.
Certainly in the first part of the season they did.
Yeah. One thing I will say for Leicester is they're obviously missing some key players. Ben Chilwell, James Maddison, Ricardo Pereira. Pereira is obviously a miss for them.
Saying you got sent off against Paula.
Yeah. And Johnny Evans, he got a straight red today as well, so that'll be him banned for the first game of the season. For next season, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're right. What do you think about United, Will? And then I'll
I think this season, it's been a rocky season, hasn't it? You know, obviously. But for me, the turning point, and I don't know if you'd agree about this, Bruno Fernandes. You know, I saw a few videos of him for Sporting. You know, just to see what all the, you know, why he was so highly rated, and he's come in and just completely changed that team. They seem happy playing with him. He's happy. He really rallies them on. It seems future captain. I love him, Bruno. He's brilliant.
He's been amazing. I think there are very few players have the effect that he's had on the United team. You think of players like Cantona, you think of George Best, obviously years ago, but he's got that aura about him and that arrogance that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
he's the best. He feels as the best. He feels as the main man. But I agree with what you're saying, Will. The key for United is consistency.
Yeah.
And season's sort of been a tale of two halves. I thought in the first half of the season we were very poor.
Yeah.
And after a good finish to a good second half of last season after Mourinho went. But the first half of this season, we were very average.
Yeah.
Very, very, very average. Second half of the season, we've second half of the season. Thank you for a good day. Second half of the season, we've been excellent. But for United, the key is, and the same for Chelsea. Although I think Chelsea have got a bit more of an excuse with the younger players, and they've done very well. The key is for United, a club like United, is consistency. And now everybody seems to be getting carried away, saying, you know, I've heard some people saying, oh, we'll be up there with Liverpool and City next year. To be honest, I think over a course of a season, we're still way off challenging for the title. I think we need a lot of investment.
We need another centre back. We need a defensive midfielder because Matic is not the long term answer.
I don't know what you think, Will, but I do think we're way off winning the league.
I think we just need a couple of signings. We're getting there. I think just need a few more signings, and then we'll be there. I think.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting. But let's face it, I mean, the lads have turned it around. Obviously, Leicester slipped up dramatically, and Chelsea to a certain extent.
Yeah.
I don't mean that in a bad way, George, because you've still got a top four. But if you look how far Chelsea and Leicester were ahead of United, the second half of the season belonged to us, really. But you know, if we really want to challenge, and you look at Liverpool and this season and City over the last few, I think Chelsea are going to be miles up with us next year.
I think if Chelsea complete the signing of Havertz, and in addition to Werner and Ziyech, I really do think this is a bold prediction probably, but I do think Chelsea to win the league next season.
They could do. They're one of those things. If you were betting on a dark horse to win the league next year, obviously City and Liverpool will be the favourites, and quite rightly so.
Yeah.
But I don't know what George thinks, but I think with the experience of those players, and if Rank can bring on the players a bit more that he's already got, plus the new players, you could have a really good, and maybe a centre half, like you're saying, a goalkeeper. If you get a good centre half and a good goalie along with what you've got, you could really challenge next season.
Yeah, and you know the good.
I'll jump in.
Oh,
I'll
sorry.
jump in very quickly and just say, I think the thing is United have a good squad, right?
They do.
But they haven't got the legs.
They need a massive clear out
Still.
as well. There's so many players who have been there too long, who are not good enough. Lots of deadwood. The likes of Phil Jones.
If you look at City's squad, and
They've
it's
got
not quite the
depth,
same
haven't they?
If you look at City's squad now, not so much for Liverpool because their squad's not quite as good, but as a squad. But if you look at City's squad, they've almost got 2 first 11s they could put out.
Yeah.
And that's that could arguably win the league. Any of those 22, 23 players. So the thing is I think you need a squad. If you're competing in the Premier League, and this is what if you're just competing in the Premier League, it's fine. But if you want to really compete on all fronts, that's Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup,
League Cup, yeah.
Then you need a squad, because you're going to get injuries. And I'm not saying that your squad players have to be as good, but they have to be top quality players.
Oh, of course.
To allow little minimal changes to affect the team.
Oh, absolutely.
So,
we do need quality backups. We need, we do need more players in case, the likes of, if Fernandez gets injured, we do need a really good backup. So, but the thing that helps getting to the Champions League, obviously, more money. Hopefully, if we can shift some players on, and hopefully get funds for hopefully new players. Hopefully, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only way is up. I think we stuck by Ollie really well. Let's face it, at Christmas time, we could have sacked Ollie.
I think the thing I like about you, Sam, is you're realistic, and I think that what you're saying about Chelsea being far and away is better than United. It's true and also not, because we'll have Havertz, we'll have Ziyech, and we'll have Werner. Well, we might have Havertz, but if we don't get a top quality defender in, then
and
we
goalkeeper,
we're right back to square one. I don't know. Kepa is one of them. If he can train and train and train and train and train and train and train, then he might just get there to being the right kind of goalkeeper that we need. Do I think he'll do it? Not really. Do I think one of the options I mentioned, Henderson, Pope, Oblak, Onana, do I think they would do a better job? Obviously. But Oblak's 90 million, apparently.
That's
eye-watering,
that is.
God knows United need strength in goalkeeper, because De Gea is just...
Oh, absolutely. De Gea, you can see, and I saw it today in the first half, sorry to interrupt, but, seeing De Gea always makes me nervous now,
Well, the thing is, he's lost his confidence.
Yeah.
And when a player loses the confidence, you're absolutely gone.
Yeah.
The thing is, what I'll say is De Gea. The difference between De Gea and Kepa is De Gea's got the quality. All right, his confidence might be shot, and you can't. If he keeps making the mistakes, I get you can't keep him in. But does Kepa? I've not seen anything in Kepa's game at all that suggests he's a good goalkeeper. We know David De Gea is a world-class goalie. All right, his confidence is shot, but you don't play for as long as he's played at the top without being a good keeper.
I
But
think
is Kepa just average? I just think he's average. And De Gea's been average, but I mean, I've seen nothing. He was the world's most expensive goalkeeper, I think, before Alisson, and I've seen absolutely zero to suggest that he's a good keeper at all.
I would not be turning around talking about Kepa because what is true is that we haven't seen. It feels like we haven't seen a lot of him at all, and yet he's been at Chelsea for the time that he has.
Yeah.
And
I mean, oh, sorry to interrupt you, Joe.
It feels like even Chelsea fans don't really know what he's got in his locker, but he's been there a year as number one.
What I would say is he hasn't had a top defence necessarily in front of him, which must unsettle.
And that's most important. And I also think that I don't know. I was going to say I also think that helps the De Gea debate, but in a certain way as well it doesn't, because you look at United's defence now in Bailly and Lindelof and Maguire and that sort of thing, and they're a lot more settled. They're a lot more settled and a lot stronger. That's not the point I was making. They're a lot settled and a lot stronger than United's back line 2 or 3 years ago.
Yes, of course.
I think as a back line, they're probably a better back line than Chelsea's. But
that's arguable, isn't it? Because I think you have got
better going forward.
I think you've got one very good option each in Maguire and Rudiger. I think Maguire is more consistent than Rudiger, but I think Rudiger is also a very good defender.
Rudiger's still a very good defender, yeah.
And then you've got two shaky options. I think Bailly is quite dithery on the ball, and Lindelof definitely is.
Oh yeah, Lindelof always makes me nervous.
He was great today. He was the best defender today.
And then similarly, you've got two good right backs in Azpilicueta, who in his entire time at Chelsea, I think, has been one of the better right backs in the league.
Oh, absolutely. He's been brilliant.
He's probably been the most consistent over the last 10 years.
And I think as well, Alonso, and then the same for Chelsea and United, they've got two left back options that aren't bad, aren't good. They're just meh. In Luke Shaw and Marcus Alonso. So,
well, my dad always rants about Luke Shaw being too one-footed.
I think it's difficult with defenders in general. The modern left back needs to be as good on either flank. Really, but a good old-fashioned fullback is very much stick to that one side and that's it.
Yeah.
And defend.
Ashley Cole, Gary Neville, players like that.
Brilliant players, legends.
Were left backs and right backs, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do you want to carry on with the United debate? Or
can I just say something on the Kepa situation? One thing that would concern me as a Chelsea fan was he doesn't seem to have a particularly great attitude. I know when Sarri, that whole drama, the League Cup final, I mean, I was shocked at the scenes. I went
right off him. I went right off him.
It was pretty embarrassing, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, I thought, because he undermined the manager's authority, didn't he? I thought Sarri would really rip at him.
I would rip his contract up in front of him for that.
No. That's going a bit too far.
I would have given him the rest of the season in the under-23s for that.
No, because you destroy their confidence and their morale, and it'd be on your hands.
Yeah, but, it's also a well-known fact, Will, that some players need it. Some players need that. Some players need to be told, this is your place.
That is
I'm
true,
the manager. I'm the manager. You're the player.
And
You
also,
you don't like it. Here's the door.
also a kind of thing of you are where you are because I put you there, which is a very true sentiment. You know, because no matter what a manager does, it's their prerogative to turn around and go, "You're going in goal. You are," because I have faith in your ability.
They pick the team. They pick the team.
And I think Lampard turning around and saying, you know, and pretty much putting Caballero in is a big statement on
it is a big call, yeah.
faith in Kepa. I don't know. I honestly, I can't, as a Chelsea fan, I couldn't tell you what, you know, I just don't know about Kepa at all. I don't know whether I think, I just, you know, I'm trying to, even now, trying to find the words for it. It's just difficult. I don't know whether it's a confidence thing, whether because you know you don't get to be one of the highest rated fullbacks, not fullbacks, one of the highest rated goalkeepers in Spain because you're absolutely shocking. Because you just don't. That's not how it works. You know what I mean? He was rated highly because because he was a good player, and he is a good player supposedly.
But sometimes it doesn't work, does it? When you move to a different league and it doesn't fit your style.
No. Shall we? I'm just thinking.
Sorry, let's move on.
Shall we move to the relegation battle?
Well, I think that's a much more important topic at this point, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I was just about to move on to Arsenal, but.
Well,
I'm happy Watford are down. They got what they deserved for me.
Yeah,
sorry, Watford.
Yeah, that was a stupid decision.
I felt a bit sorry for Aidan Mullins, to be honest, because what's he meant to do? I mean, what is the fault? He's pretty much put in there as a puppet. He's just.
When your board stabs your management in the back like that,
with 2 games
you know, but it's what they've done since Zola was manager. So really, we shouldn't have expected anything less.
No.
You know.
Well, it worked for them.
It doesn't. Well, they're a bit full now, Sam.
No, eventually it was going to catch up with them, wasn't it? But if you looked at it, they obviously have a good structure there as a club, but they just change the manager too often. But
they must have a manager factory and pump out different managers.
This is my thing, which is like, what's the okay? I'm gonna get a little bit technical. For those of you who don't know, I also studied business, so we all know that football, as well as being about the results and that, is also a business game.
Oh, absolutely.
So my question for Watford's board is, you know, for a manager going there, what's the pitch? What's the, you know, what's the angle that you go at it? Because I wouldn't want to manage a sinking ship.
Well, you'd end up damaging your reputation, wouldn't you?
I think the pitch for Watford would be to, you know, obviously just keep us up, and then when you've done that, hopefully the aim is to move into the top half of the table, something like. I don't know, 10th or something.
They didn't do that with Pearson, though, did they? He could have kept them up, and they didn't stick with him.
They were scared.
The sad and stupid thing about Watford is, throughout their entire time as a Premier League club, they have had managers that have always been good enough to sustain
Yes, they have.
something. And all these managers have had something in common.
What's
Which is
that?
they play good football and bring in similar style of players.
Yeah, I agree. So they actually recruit very well, the managers.
Yeah.
But they just don't give them time.
You know, you look at Hayden Mullins, and it is unfair.
Yes.
Because what the hell are you supposed to do with that?
With 2 games left of the season, what a stupid and idiotic decision.
Well, it's not that 2 games left of the season bad enough. It's 2 games left of the season in a relegation battle.
It's not even that as well. They hadn't even been there a year.
No.
He hadn't even been there a year. You know, we didn't know what he wanted to do with Watford. We didn't know whether he could do it because it hasn't been very long.
No.
It hasn't been long enough.
Here's a stat for you.
Go on.
Okay.
Since 2012, so when the Potso family, who own Watford, took over in 2012, Sean Dyche was the manager.
Yeah.
They got rid of Sean Dyche pretty quick, and then I think it was Zola after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
the thing is, since the only manager in the Potso's reign that has received a new contract after signing,
Javi
Javi
Gracia.
Gracia.
Harvey Gracia, nobody has got a contract after, and I just think that sums them up. In all those years, only one manager.
It is a fun little game we can play,
Oh,
and I know that we've done this before,
okay.
but I want to do it again.
Oh,
you name all the
Ben's
managers?
just sent us a message. Nice one on the shout out, boys.
Well, you know, he'll.
No probs, buddy.
We'll groom his ego a little bit more later on when we actually talk about the show at the end. Yeah, I think we should play the game where we name all the managers
Okay.
that Watford have had.
Kike
Since the
Sanchez
Potts,
Flores.
Let's try. Okay, yeah, let's make it a little bit harder. Yeah, and let's make it a little bit harder as well. Let's go in order.
Oh, okay.
Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche was the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zola.
Yep.
Ooh,
Jukanovic, the Fulham guy, he got
Yeah.
them up.
But I don't think that's the right order. But yeah, I'll take it because it is.
Is it not?
No,
thought
I think Oscar Garcia was after that.
Oh, was it? Sorry. Okay.
who the heck is he?
Will doesn't even know who he is. He's
Then
probably
you've got-
best known for Brighton. That's what I would say. He was Brighton manager for a few years, wasn't he?
Oh, right.
was. And
The man
then you've
himself.
got Flores, and then
Walter
it was
Mazzari.
Walter Mazzari, was it?
Yep.
He was one, yeah.
You couldn't
Yeah,
understand
that's
what
the right
he's
order,
saying,
but he
though,
was
could
one.
you?
No, he didn't know English, did he?
No.
Um,
Marco Silva.
Marco Silva.
Mm-hmm.
Javi Gracia.
PK Flores twice.
Yeah.
Kiki, yeah. Nigel Pearson.
Hayden Mullins, I think, had another spell, didn't he? I'm pretty sure as
He
interim
did.
boss. But does he count?
Well, interim bosses don't count, but
Okay, right.
Have you got the list up there?
no. But obviously we've played this game before, and it's recent football history as well, isn't it? So
Yeah.
I can still
It's like-
remember most of it.
How many managers are we looking at there? 12?
I think it's 12, isn't it? There
That's
have been
more than
12.
Chelsea have been through.
So that is well over a manager per season.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a ridiculous amount.
So I mean, how can you be successful with that? I mean, could you imagine if Watford, right, were a top club, and I mean a top club like Liverpool,
Yep.
and Jurgen Klopp had gone to Watford if they were a top team, like he's done with Liverpool, and they sacked him after a year and a half because he said it would take 4 years to get to where they need to be. He wouldn't have a chance there, would he?
No. Right, so you were correct. So it's Slavomir Jakovic, did you say?
Slavici Kanovic.
Yes, he was just before Flores' first spell, so October 2014 to June 2015.
No. So when was Oscar Garcia?
Oscar Garcia was September 2014 to September 2014. Oh, not long at all.
Yeah, he didn't last long.
No.
He was September 2014 to September 2014.
Yeah, I think he literally only lasted 1 month.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, well, no, it's
How
not
on
funny,
earth
actually.
can a manager be given 1 month? Mind you, Frank de Boer was only given.
Oh,
Frank
yeah,
de Boer
but
was
he
given-
was dire. I didn't like him. Couldn't wait for him to get the boot.
Oh, it was a bit
Frank de-
unfair, though.
Frank de
How can you
Boer,
sack a
Frank de
manager?
Boer got 72 days.
How can you sack a manager after 72 days? I know they had a wretched start, but...
Because his football
just-
style was dreadful. Him in the press conferences is... No, never liked him.
Right. Well...
The thing is, as well, you know, we've had it said before that ultimately football is a results game,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
if you don't get the results, you've got no hope.
Especially
even-
at Watford.
So, after...
Even good managers like De Boer,
Is he a good manager, though?
he was seen as at the time.
Like
Goal.
Van Gaal, out of date. And both Dutch.
What's wrong with a Dutchman? What's the fact that he was Dutch got to do with it?
Well, he was with Van Gaal. They both play similar style of football. Both
Yeah.
aggressive
Well,
in personality.
Pochettino and Klopp and Guardiola all play a similar-ish type of football.
Do they?
Well, as in, like, aggressive on the front foot.
No, I meant aggressive on the personality, like Van Gaal was, De Boer.
There's nothing wrong with being aggressive.
Which is why I couldn't wait for him to get the boot. Same with Sarri, was good riddance when he was gone.
But yeah, but Sarri was a bit different. I didn't like Sarri's image. I didn't
No.
like they just didn't do very well on a football level. The others, where I didn't like Sarri as a person. Or I don't
think Chelsea did poorly under Sarri. I think it was more about him. I think he was just a dick. You know, I think it goes
like Snopes and the players were around him. I just find it. I don't know.
At the end of the day, the key point with Sarri and the smoking, different things like that, it's fucking hypocritical. You can't sit there and promote a healthy lifestyle when you're fucking chain smoking.
Yeah. We were talking about Watford managers. You didn't say Billy McKinley.
Who?
I don't know who that is.
He was in he was in the Sunderland coaching team. Used to play for Stoke City.
When did he manage Watford?
He managed Watford, Billy McKinley, from September 2014 to October 2014.
So he
Was he
Garcia.
Was he an interim manager?
Well, You would guess that Oratsu was appointed Watford head coach on September 2014, but left the post after 8 days. So I'm not quite sure.
That one don't count.
Oh,
8 days. How many games did he have? One.
If he left after 8 days, there's no way you're counting that, surely.
well, no. It says here he's appointed first team coach under Oscar Garcia. McKinley replaced Garcia a few days later after the Spaniard resigned, due to suffering from ill health. So Garcia wasn't sacked. He
No, he had health problems.
Alright. Oh, well, take it back then. He wasn't sacked.
yeah, but
I think he's back in the game now, Garcia.
Oh well, no, I've not a clue who he is really.
So the other teams, obviously,
Oh,
Norwich
sorry,
were
yeah,
dead
yeah.
Norwich were dead and buried.
Oh well, Norwich should be ashamed of themselves. They didn't go down without a fight, like Villa and Bournemouth. Well, sorry, Villa weren't relegated, but Bournemouth, at least they did fight. Norwich didn't fight at all.
Poor Bournemouth winning today, and I thought when West Ham equalised that they might be on the, because Villa have a tendency of conceding late goals.
Yeah.
What they like, but they hung on, and Super Jackie Grealish, as they call him down there, got them out of it.
Yeah.
So,
Super Jackie Grealish, super fucking overrated.
He's not overrated.
Oh no, he's Villa's most important player. If he wasn't playing, they'd struggle. They really would.
Would you not play him in the Villa team, George?
I play him in the Villa team, but only because he got shit all else, mate.
Well, you don't know that, do you, until it's tested up there?
Unless you can see the future, Jordan.
I can't see him getting in United's team. People say he will, but
It'd be a good signing for Tottenham or somebody like that.
yeah, well, that was the big rumour, wasn't it, years ago? That was when he first sort of went off the boil, wasn't it? That...
But couldn't he be a replacement for Christian Eriksen? Like, be creative, but like,
I think he would also. I think it'd also help him, and it'd help Dele Alli. And
Yeah,
it's
what's
also...
Dele Alli? I think I can see him going because he hasn't played much under Mourinho at all.
He
He
played
did it
today.
first.
Oh, did he? Oh,
missed
right.
an
Oh,
absolute-
okay.
He missed a great chance today.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was my mistake.
He played a bit at first, actually, but seems to have gone off the boil a bit.
Yeah.
I think as well. Congratulations to Villa, obviously.
Oh,
For me-
absolutely.
For me, when all three of those teams, Villa, Watford and Bournemouth, were at the best, Villa were the worst, as in a bit disjointed and just lumped the ball forward. But, sorry, Villa fans.
I
and
think it's funny because I think the
Williams.
worst team stayed up.
I agree. In terms of on the eye, yeah.
I don't know. I think actually Norwich were 100% the worst team, weren't they?
Yeah.
No, but I mean, out of the three of them, Watford, Bournemouth and Villa, if they all performed at their best, I mean, Villa are the worst, I agree.
Now, can we talk about Wolves? Because I just love watching Wolves play. I do. They are so great to watch.
And Wolves fans, if you're feeling down and you don't watch football very often, but you're a Wolves fan and you're not sure of the format, we deliver on this show. So if Wolves win the Europa League, they will still get in the Champions League. So Champions League, not dead and buried. And because they could win the Europa League, they're capable. And also, if Arsenal don't win the FA Cup, you guarantee the Europa League qualifying.
I think Arsenal going to win the FA Cup. I really do.
Hey, hang on a minute. On what grounds?
Because of Arsenal's pretty good form, and I think it's going to be Arsenal 3, Chelsea 2, Arsenal to win the FA Cup. That's my prediction.
Arsenal's good form?
Yes.
I'm not being funny. They nearly got beat by Watford. They were pretty lucky to come away with it.
Sorry, Arsenal fans, you finished 8th, not 9th.
And look, you know, Aubameyang's on absolutely brilliant form. Lacazette is pretty good. I thought
Arsenal are a bit funny there. Arsenal are capable of beating Chelsea, but I agree with Jordan. I think Chelsea are favourites.
I don't disagree that Arsenal don't have Arsenal have the
They have the quality on their day.
They have the capability. I think Arsenal have the capability to beat anybody on the day.
You've got to play Saka, though. It was mad to leave him out today.
But the thing is, and this is ultimately, what will stop Arsenal, which is ultimately, when all is said and done, they have not got a good enough team all round. I think, again, difficult to say that. Chelsea haven't got a great team either, but on the face of it, you look at
Chelsea are favourites.
Arsenal's defence, I mean, if you've got Louise and Mustafi, you'd be...
The thing is, Will, the league table, I know it's a one-off game, but if you went on the league table never lies.
Oh, no, of course, I get that, and
it's a one-off match, I get that, winner takes all 90 minutes, but I think not to make Chelsea favourites is not right.
Well, yeah, I think it's going to be close, but I think it's going to be Arsenal 3, Chelsea 2, and yeah, that's my prediction. But anyway, I mean, Arsenal, they're sort of like Chelsea in terms of, the consistency. They've not been very consistent because, we've seen them, they beat Liverpool in the league, didn't they?
City as well.
They did, in the FA Cup, and then they lose to... who did they play after that?
They lost to Aston Villa 1-0.
Yeah, that was it. So that just shows you... but I've got to say, Emiliano Martinez has been very impressive as Bernd Leno's deputy.
I agree.
And he's been there for 10 years, hasn't he?
He's been a great backup.
Yeah, very, very good.
Is there a case that if Leno comes back, you shouldn't drop him? Is it harsh to drop him?
I think it's going to be a dilemma. It's going to be an interesting battle because as a manager...
I'm not saying Leno isn't a good keeper. I'm just saying, if he's in good form, why drop him?
I think it's going to be an interesting battle because as a manager, you want a battle, don't you? You want competition, you want dilemma, So
you do. And it helps the squad if you have competition for places.
Oh, absolutely. And I've said this quite a few times, but Arteta, like Lampard, they don't tolerate any nonsense, which is very good to see.
Yeah, it's an interesting spat between Lampard and Jurgen Klopp in the week.
Oh, yeah, that was... I think he should calm down on that one, Lampard, but that's just my view.
Did you see it, George?
Yeah, I'm just listening.
What was your view on it? Just quickly.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a little bit out of order, wasn't it?
Well,
at the moment,
it didn't look that bad to me.
heat of the moment, I think.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, obviously, yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, Arteta, I've been impressed. What he's shown no nonsense. If you've not got the right attitude, then you're not right for this club. Matteo Guendouzi, who he's not been seen since grabbing Neil Maupay by the throat. He should have been sent off for that, but he's not been seen. Mesut Ozil has not been seen either, and been very, very impressed. He's showing his authority already. He's showing who's boss. And
which is exactly what we were saying that Sarri should have done, and you said he shouldn't have had that. So, and now you're saying who's boss. That managers should show who's boss.
Well, yeah, Kepa showed that player power. Obviously, the manager and yeah.
Oh,
sorry.
And what we're thinking of. Sorry, I was just going to say. Go on, Will. Carry on.
And another player who I've really been impressed by is the signing of Kieran Tierney. What a signing he's proved to be. Yeah.
He did score today. Yeah.
He's played in a back three, which I think, again, with Chelsea is actually the way forward for Arsenal, I reckon. They look more secure in a back three.
He's a player to watch, Tierney, because he's obviously had his injury problems, and we all know how highly rated he is both by Scotland, even though they have Andy Robertson in that position, and Celtic. So I think obviously the jury's still out as to whether we can do it in the Prem, but that's only because he's been injured for a large part of the season. So it's a bit unfair to judge him.
Arsenal do need a fullback, though. If Tierney gets injured, they've not got Kolasinac is garbage.
Bellerin, they've got.
Bellerin, again, he struggles with injury. He's good, but you do worry. Can he keep fit for a whole season? That'd be my worry, which is why I would get rid of Bellerin, actually.
Obviously, fair enough, and I don't know if Jordan has anything. I'm just thinking about Bournemouth and what we think about Bournemouth, really, because they've had a brilliant stay in the Prem.
Bournemouth are in trouble in terms of keeping the players.
Yeah.
The majority of their players are going to go.
Yeah, David Brooks, Callum Wilson, Josh King.
I don't think Brooks will go, I think Brooks will be one that stays.
I think Brooks is very good, but
Oh, yeah, I suppose because Brooks is young, he'll probably stay. But I reckon the likes of Callum Wilson will definitely go.
I rate Aaron Ramsdale, but I don't think he'll leave. I think he's good enough to stay in the Prem, but I don't think he'll go.
He's been very impressive, I have to say, Ramsdale. He's made some good saves. Been very impressed by him.
I mean, you look at it, they've got good players, but I think they will lose.
Yeah.
Philip Billing will probably stay after back-to-back relegations with Huddersfield and now Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ake will go. Ake, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, Ake would actually be a very good signing for United. He's versatile, he's young, he can play left back, centre back. I really want them to try and go for Ake.
I think if he's going to go anywhere, he'll go City.
But would he? Do you think he'd get regular game time in the City team though?
I think he would. Yeah, I think he's better than alongside Laporte. Yeah.
Pep isn't keen on John Stones anymore.
Yeah, well, Stones seems to have gone off the boil, really.
Otamendi's gone.
Oh yeah, well, was Otamendi really ever there?
I think Arcade start quite a lot.
I do, alongside Laporte.
I don't think it's a long term for City. I think that obviously long term they're thinking Eric Garcia, aren't they?
Yeah, but Ake's only 25, so you could get through a good few, I don't know, 8 seasons potentially.
It depends how he develops, doesn't it, as well, I think.
I suppose, yeah, but actually him going back to Chelsea would be a good transfer, I think, actually.
I hope that it's sort of like Chelsea have got first refusal.
Yeah, because if you think about it, if Chelsea signed him, he could cover for Alonso, you know, he could...
I don't think they have now, because they had the option of signing him for 40 million.
Oh, of course they did, didn't he, when he was at loan on
It
Bournemouth?
expired.
Yeah, but they didn't because it expired, so I don't know if they've still got first refusal on him or not.
I think as well, it does work because Lampard played with Ake at Chelsea.
Oh, right, yeah, so he'll know him, Ake will know him, so...
Do they still have first refusal on him, Chelsea, or not? No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no. It was when he was on loan, I think, and then when that expired, and then, yeah, I don't think so. I'd have to check, though.
I think it was up till January they had...
Yeah.
They could sign him back for 40 million and he had a release clause of 40 million if Chelsea came in, and only Chelsea. But they didn't, so...
I have to say, Bournemouth, please stick with Eddie Howe, because he's stuck with you through thick and thin, you know,
I think for his career,
I think it's time for a change. I think, well, I had this. Eddie Howe is a great manager.
Brilliant. He's brilliant.
Eddie Howe's stock, I don't know whether Jordan agrees, but while he's been at Bournemouth,
it's risen, surely.
So even though they've been relegated ultimately, his job prospects probably won't have diminished at all. So if the right job comes up, but I had this where, so at the end of last season, or this season, in the Premiership with Sale United, when I played for them,
yeah,
we went through a spell of really struggling, and obviously we were near the bottom side anyway, a bit like Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Well, we're never going to mix it with the big boys with the squad we had. But I think all the players got a bit... My dad did a great job in keeping us up for so long. But I think ultimately we stayed up again due to points per game thingy. Outcome. But I think everybody agreed that my dad was getting a bit jaded, and the players, including myself, I'd heard my dad's voice as a manager all throughout my career, and he'd had all the same players for like 6, 7, 8 years.
Yeah, and you were just waiting for someone new, weren't you?
I think a change is sometimes needed. That's not to say Eddie Howe doesn't deserve to carry on with Bournemouth, and I don't think they'll sack him.
Yeah.
I think it would benefit him. I don't think it would benefit him.
Yeah, and I don't think it would, and that's the point I'm trying to say with my football, that sometimes I'm really excited for when I join a new team to get a new voice that isn't my dad's voice, you know.
Are you just going off topic? Are you going to join a new team?
Of course I am. Yeah, I'm waiting for trials at both Nottingham Forest and St George's Knights.
No, playing for Notts Forest would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean St George, they're both pretty even sides, so I'll have to go down and see who wants me more, and see what they say. And
you know, I was listening to Eddie Howe's interview, and you could tell. Well, obviously, you know, he was quite. You could tell that he was obviously, you know, quite sad and dejected, which he would, of course. But he didn't commit himself to Bournemouth. He said he'll meet with them, but yeah. So
I think the thing is, at this point, there's no point for him to turn around and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay at Bournemouth."
No.
I think sometimes, well, it's good for the club and the manager to move on. They've had a great experience. Eddie Howe will probably be given the freedom of Bournemouth for what he's done there.
Oh, absolutely.
And there'd be no animosity, but sometimes the club, the club are almost going to have to start from scratch.
Yeah.
And Eddie Howe is, so sometimes it's good for a new man, and then Eddie can move on and maybe sit a bit of time out. Because I get the sense that, and it's something Ranieri said in his interview. I saw an interview with Ranieri about his career, and he said, I always had the job to recharge the players' batteries, but who charges the batteries of the manager? You know what I mean? So the point I'm trying to make is the managers and the coaches' job is to pick the players up.
Oh, of course, yes.
But who's there? The managers sometimes need a rest as well.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Eddie Howe's not had that.
No.
And I think it's the end of his project.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is time to say goodbye.
But I hope they don't sack it. I wouldn't like it to come out like that.
After everything he's done, he won't get sacked, surely.
No, it'll be a mutual agreement probably to part ways, and it will probably. You know.
Let me change the subject a little bit.
Okay.
Because obviously we've been talking for almost 2 hours now.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's a good time to, in I would say 4 sentences, let's wrap the season up or give our opinions on the season. So
okay.
I think, on the balance of things, the right teams went down. That's 1 sentence.
Yep.
I think the right team won the league. 2 sentences.
Yep.
I think the right teams got into Europe. And I am very excited to see what both the newly promoted sides and also the teams that have strengthened are going to bring to the table next year. Sam?
Brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I'm a big believer in you play over. So if you're playing in Europe, you can obviously have a bit of luck because it's over, because it's not consistently played. You have breaks and, you can have a bit of luck. But the league table is played over 38 games, normally 10 months, obviously pretty much 12 months in this situation, 11 and a half. But I think the league table never lies. So how can you it doesn't lie. You've all played the same games, you've all played the same teams, and you are where you are for a reason.
Okay, so is it my turn now?
Just one sec.
Oh, sorry, Sam.
So City could have beaten Spurs last year, but they obviously had that Aguero. Sterling offside.
Yeah.
But to be honest, in the main, I think that the right teams finished where they were, and credit to the Premier League for getting the season underway.
Okay.
Well, let's not forget this hasn't been an ordinary season for obvious reasons. We have never seen a situation like this, have we? Never, ever. So it's been a season like no other, in a year like no other, I suppose. It's a season we'll never forget. because
The
of the
year one,
circumstances. The right team won the title, of course. You know, there's no denying that if a United fan who is still moaning about Liverpool winning the title, grow up. Because it was the right thing to do and
Alright.
they deserve it.
Right, okay.
Let's cut it short there, shall we?
Carry on, Will.
What about the
Carry
team
on,
that got relegated?
Yeah, well, I must admit, I did think that Norwich. I thought that Norwich would. I did think they would actually do very well with all the signings they got. I thought they would do very well. I thought Villa. I'm surprised that Villa were even there because I thought Villa with all their signings, but it seems to be obviously. I think what we've learned from Villa and Fulham is even you can spend all the money in the world, but if they don't gel together, then there really is no point.
Well said.
Yeah, and how about highlights of the year?
One more sentence.
Oh,
One more sentence.
oh right, yeah. Like I said, you know, Tottenham. I could never have seen Tottenham, particularly when you think of all the success they had under Pochettino. And if you'd asked me and said they'd sacked Pochettino after the Champions League final, I thought this was going to be to bigger and better things for Tottenham. I really did. But it's completely gone the wrong way. Pochettino's gone, Mourinho's in. And it just shows you how much can change.
They didn't spend the money, Will. The thing is,
No.
we said about squads getting stale.
Yeah.
And Pochettino Pochettino got every ounce of a bit like Sean Dice does at Burnley, got every drop of what he could out of those players, but he needed new blood, and Daniel Levy wasn't prepared to give him the money to go out and buy.
Yeah.
So in the end, it got a bit stale, which is a shame. But Pochettino will be back. And,
absolutely. Wherever he goes, I hope that he does well, because it'd be great to see him back in the Premier League or wherever.
A word on the Championship side, Stroud coming up, as in like not just the two promoted sides, but the playoffs still to go through.
Obviously we know Leeds are going to come up.
Yep.
And
Deservedly.
I think Leeds, I don't know, depends how they buy. I think for Leeds, I think they could easily stay up. I think the same about West Brom. The only difference with West Brom is they have got a lot of Championship players, but in the case of Sheffield United, we know that having players of a Championship calibre doesn't necessarily put you at an advantage, a disadvantage, shall we say. And then, you know, you look at Fulham, who have got a lot of good players, and but also have similar players to the ones they had when they were back in the Premier League last time. So I don't know whether that says anything or not. I don't know. It depends how you want to look at it. Then you've got Cardiff. Oh no, you got Brentford as well. I'd like Brentford to come up. Personally.
I thought you said Swansea.
Well, see, I like them both though.
A playoff final then.
Obviously, as somebody that got into football the year that Swansea came, you saw how good the football they played was. So I'd like that back. And I think they play a very attractive style under Steve Cooper as well, who's done an excellent job there, let it be said.
Got a young side, haven't they, really?
Yeah, well, he's the manager that won the under-17s World Cup, isn't he, with Phil Foden and that. And
yep.
so we know that he's got calibre, and Brentford as well are a side that have some good players. Ollie Watkins, Saeed Benrahma. So we know what some of these sides are about. Also, Cardiff, who've done another side that had a brilliant season under.
I like their manager,
under
Neil
Neil Harris.
He
Yeah,
was,
he's young, isn't he? And
he
I
was
like-
good at
I like
Millwall.
his story. He overcame cancer, didn't he?
Did
Oh,
he?
he did.
Yeah.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Did he?
Did you just
Didn't
laugh?
Who?
Oh, I thought Will just laughed.
Oh no, coughed. Yeah, I had a cough.
Corona.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, a very good young manager, Neil Harris.
I would like to say as well, I'm glad Luton stayed up.
Yeah.
Although it was a bit harsh on Slavia, Lamushi and Forest to not.
Yeah. So, for the we're obviously starting to wrap up now. But I just wanted to hand over to Will because he has a very big announcement. Over to you.
Oh, I do. Thank you very much. I can't believe I even forgot that. Right, so.
You forget a lot of things, mate.
Oh, yeah, let's be fair, you are the weakest member of the team.
Oi, behave you.
Alright, come on then, you want to go, do you?
Yes, sorry, right, so. Okay, so. Are you ready for a drum roll, guys? Oh, okay. Right, so let me just hide my camera. And this is the new logo. Lightningboy YouTube is rebranding to become TubeMix.
Don't all cry at once.
Now there's two reasons for this decision. One is that when I've told people that about my YouTube channel, well, it's quite hard to write down Lightningboy on YouTube. It's quite a long name for a channel, and it doesn't really make sense thinking about it. I'm not sure why in my head why I thought Lightningboy on YouTube was such a good name.
I don't think it's a specifically attractive name either.
No.
In my opinion.
I quite like it, but
Yeah, I know you do. You just like saying the fucking thing, don't you? Hello, Lightning Boy. Who is that an impression of?
Was that your impression of Sam?
Mate, I've known Sam since I was 3 years old. I can do a great impression of Sam.
Okay, anyway. So TubeMix, it reflects what the channel does because it's not just football content. As you know, I do Doctor reviews with Ben Moss, hoping to do one again.
That's a fucking joke.
Alright, you lot.
Oh god, that's gonna go live.
No, it's okay because you just laugh. You didn't say anything offensive, so it's
No,
fine.
I said that's a fucking joke.
Oh, oops.
oh,
Whoops.
Oh well, we'll just continue on. So it reflects what the channel does because it, as I said, I'm gonna be revamping my nostalgia series called Flashback 101 Behind the Box when I look at TV presentations. So it's not just football on this channel, it's a mix of things. So TubeMix, it's short, it's snappy, and it tells you what the channel's about. It's a mix of content, so it completely makes sense.
I get that for the channel, Will, but I'm not sure you can have that as your actual name.
No, well, we were talking about this before.
Well, just call me
and
Will
you
or
just
something.
have to call him Will.
Okay, I'll think of a short abbreviation.
Or TB. No, that sounds like tuberculosis. That's what they call.
dear.
That's the nickname for tuberculosis, isn't it? Oh yeah, sorry, I've got.
Oh dear.
No, what's it called? TM. TM. Oh no, that's trademark, isn't it? It's called TM. We'll call you TM. Fuck it.
Okay, yeah, I sound like a gangster or super agent. It's TM here, baby.
Okay. So, right. Let's just. Oh,
So from tomorrow or in the next couple of days, Lightningboy YouTube will disappear to the past, and in comes TubeMix.
are we? Should we? Are we expecting a update video, a proper actual video to? Like,
Yes, yes, yeah, I will do an update video in the coming days to where the channel's gonna go, what to expect. I think I'm gonna be also
Let's face it, on this channel, you never know what to expect.
hopefully doing a transfer series. Once the transfer window opens, so hopefully I'll be able to guide you through some of the big deals, and hopefully some of the guys here will be able to join me perhaps on some of them. So if you'd be up for that, guys.
we said we'd still keep up the week to week thing.
Okay, yeah.
Or
I'm in a rhythm now. I'm in a rhythm.
Yeah.
So
I know. We really enjoy it, and we don't want to stop. As long as you're enjoying it, we're enjoying it. There's no reason
bloody
to
hell,
stop.
fuck me, it took us long enough to get going.
I know. And on that note, I think it's we can go. You can have as long as you want to talk about this, but I think it's a good thing to talk about the actual impact of doing this.
Oh, you're right, of course.
And I'm actually not going to start. I'm going to let Sam start this time.
Okay.
The impact for us, you mean?
Yeah. And generally.
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, I think people obviously we've had lockdown and we've had coronavirus and various sad things have happened. God rest everybody's soul. But this has given us something we can relate with, something we all enjoy, chatting about football, and having a laugh in general. Because let's be honest, although we like to stay professional, it's mistakes are made, and it's a bit of fun first and foremost, and it's allowed us to do that. It's allowed us to get into contact with Ben a bit more, as well, because we knew Ben from school, but we haven't seen him. We didn't speak to him for a while, just because we were all doing different things. So, and it's brought our confidence up.
Absolutely, Jordan.
Yeah. Well, obviously you're the host with the most, mate. So you can go last because it's your thing, isn't it?
Yep. Okay.
So for me, we're talking about the impact of doing this personally. Like Sam said, lockdown hasn't been the best experience for anybody. It's been
of course,
very isolating. No. I'm a little bit different, and I feel very, very advantaged, very privileged, very lucky to be employed at this time and in a very safe job and doing very well. But I know a lot of people obviously haven't had that.
Absolutely.
And, for us, we've all known each other for a good amount of years. Like I said, Sam known you since I was 3. Will known you since I was 4. So we've all been together through a lot. But I think we have lost touch in and out over the years. I know personally, me and you, Sam, we had a few falling outs in school, and we're a little bit distant.
Just a couple.
And then patched it up a little bit in college, and I think we got out every few weeks, didn't we? We were out quite a lot, weren't we, in college? You think about it. Had breakfast together almost every morning. Them bloody tortilla wraps with the cheese and scrambled egg, cheese and omelette. Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Oh mate, I could murder one of them right now. That was good times, wasn't it?
It was.
Going out to the pub and having a drink and just doing the stuff we do, and it has brought us together. I think we're and on a personal level, my relationship with Will, we had sort of lost touch a little bit, Will, and now we pretty much talk all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't anything personal. I don't know why. We just
Well, life just moves on, mate.
Yeah, I suppose so, yeah. But it shows you that you can always get in contact with people. You can always find them again.
Yeah. In terms of the actual football inside, not just the personal, I think for me it's pushed what I know about football already. I never like to. I would say that the four of us all bring different things to the table.
We debate. We argue.
I think Sam is very much a traditional neutral football fan, and I am the kind of the football historian of the group. Sam is
you are, yeah.
Sam is definitely a stato.
I do like a good stat.
And I'm sure that
so do I.
Me. And Will is the kind of the naive one that we just we enjoy educating Will. That was one of the things I pitched to Will.
And Ben, of course.
Yeah, we'll get to Ben in a sec, because I think that the fact that Ben isn't here, and we touched on him earlier, but I think he is one of the ones that actually brings the more interesting debates to the show.
Ben talks the most sense out of any of us sometimes.
I think the thing is Ben is younger than us, and therefore sees things a little bit differently. You know, Ben is significantly younger than us. I think that helps. I think, you know, he's quite involved with United, isn't he? You know.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He said on a couple of videos about his experiences going there and meeting players and things. So I think
he has a good knowledge of the game, Ben.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
he has that knowledge of the game that is so personal to him. You know, obviously, we're going to be back. Probably on Saturday to do the FA Cup if everybody's up to it.
Yeah. I'd be happy to do it.
You know, but I think I'd speak for everybody when I do say that we are gonna miss the Premier League.
Oh, we are, of course.
We're gonna miss doing things the way that we do them, and but we'll be back. You know, depending on whatever Will announces, and I'll leave you a little bit of time once you've said your piece to also say what you're thinking in terms of ideas for series and things.
Yep. Maybe.
But yeah, all I want to say really to all of you, and Ben included, is thank you, and I can't wait to see what we're going to accomplish together.
Absolutely, we're in there for the long haul. You can't get rid of us.
I also want to say something else. I can't mention the person's name because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want his name mentioning. Or maybe he would, I don't know. But there is somebody else who primarily has worked behind the scenes when we've had teething problems to help Will fix those issues, and he knows who he is, and he's a good friend to us all.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
He's very much an unsung hero because you can't physically see him.
Yep.
Or hear his voice. But I just wanted to say thank you to him as well.
Thank you, yes, definitely.
He probably is the most important of us at this point.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
And with that being said, this might get emotional because for the final time, I'm going to pass over to the primary host.
Thank you very much, JLIWheels, and thank you, Sam. Well, yeah, like they said, you know, this series has brought us close together. I really enjoy doing this series, you know. We have a laugh, we get to talk about football. It's just so brilliant to, you know, sort of switch your brain off, go in a separate bubble, you know. From life, it's just a distraction, isn't it? From all the events that have happened, you know, for obvious reasons. But, you know, it's been absolutely fantastic. I've really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to get going next season. And And yeah, thank you to the person who, as Jordan said, who behind the scenes. Thank you to you, Ben. You bring so much to the table, and your humour and your football knowledge. We all bring something different, and this show is not just about me. I definitely realise now, or maybe you'll realise when you look back and watch some of them before you guys joined, it just is so better. The dynamic, it gives better debates. It's a much more open, everybody brings their own thing. So, thank you very much to you boys, because it's been great, and I really can't wait to do it all over again with you.
I might start crying in a minute.
And also, Sam isn't even a YouTuber, but Sam, you can see he's really getting into the rhythm now,
Thank you.
So yeah, that's brilliant. And obviously, Jordan, you've not done a video in a long time, have you, on your YouTube channel?
I wouldn't know what to do.
But I think now this will hopefully give you the confidence to maybe revamp or restart doing your channel. Sam, do you think you'd ever want to do a YouTube channel from this experience, or?
You know what? Well, I enjoy not having the pressure of my own channel and coming in and joining you guys.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is it doesn't need to be pressure. You only put pressure on if you make it.
Well,
which is one of the biggest learning curves we had to teach Will.
Yes.
You make your own pressure.
We did have a few problems, as the guys said, but we found something that works. It's good doing a live stream because you can get the interactive aspect of the audience, and you don't get quite the same in pre-recorded, although you don't always get an audience in a live stream, which is sort of sometimes the risk. But I think it does pay off, I think, in the end, if you get lots of people viewing, because it's been really fantastic. It has been a learning curve, but also like the guys were saying, in terms of education, my knowledge is nowhere near complete. Even the guys' knowledge is nowhere complete. We're all learning new things every day, and that's what is also brilliant. So thank you very much for that. Yeah. Anything else you want to say, guys?
I was just gonna say, obviously it's been a brilliant series this year, but it would be nothing without the viewers.
Oh, absolutely. You make the show.
You guys spur us on, seeing the likes we get and the views.
Yeah.
I know it's your channel, Will. So it's like football. Without fans, it's been very difficult. And what we've learned is football is nothing without the fans. Well, this channel and what we do would be nothing, and it would have collapsed without people watching. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you for sticking with us. I know sometimes we've done shows that are better than others, but we're not perfect.
No,
we're getting super emotional here, boys.
Oh yeah, sorry.
But I would like to say that I hope that we've given you some release and some
absolutely
laughs and some giggles during this very difficult time, and it's been something that you guys as viewers out there have looked forward to listening to, whatever your daily lives are, whether you're football fans or not. The main thing is that we've given you some enjoyment. So on behalf of everyone,
and we
like
won't
to say thank you.
Yep. and we won't stop until you want us to stop, because
And
if
even
you
then we might not.
if you like it, and if we like it, there's absolutely no reason to stop. And we're just loving it, aren't we? Doing this, we really are.
Until football stops, then we won't stop. So yeah, and we love it, and hopefully we might. I don't know what Will's plans are, and it's his channel, but we may even expand and get some new people in, as well as keeping all of us. So and keep it fresh and keep it going. So yeah, and if you've got any suggestions, I'm sure Lightningboy on YouTube, as I can call him for the last couple of times, we'll appreciate any ideas that you guys may have, because you guys watch the videos back and are not in our shoes. So if you do have any suggestions, then say them.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything to add on that, Jordan? Or
I want to echo the sentiments of thank you to everybody that's watched the videos and has been a part of this, because your channel has grown. And
yeah,
I think it has, because it is. Bless me. It is because we've improved. We definitely added a bit more flair to the videos, and there is a good dynamic.
yeah,
There is a good dynamic, because we do know each other so well, and
yeah,
and that's a big thing. And knowing each other is it's 3/10 of it's 9/10 of the game. Sorry. So yeah, I'm happy, and so we all should be, because we've made something I'm proud of, and
absolutely, very very proud where we've come. We've had
Echo
some
that.
difficult beginnings, but we're really in the swing of things. Really proud. You should be proud of yourselves as well, guys.
Don't get me wrong, we're still not amazing.
I know.
It's going to take us a while to get there. The TubeMix revamp is phase 1 of us moving on to
Revamping
this,
ourselves.
and hopefully adding a little bit more of technical ability and flair and
Yep.
something different to
Skill, professionalism.
to our wheelhouse, as it were.
Yeah.
But we can guarantee that even though we might make slight adjustments, the rawness and the particularly with these live streams.
Of course, it'll
funny
still be the
moments,
same.
We don't want to get rid of all the laughs.
No, of course not. Because then, what would be the point?
Exactly. And we will make mistakes, but actually I find it quite funny when we make mistakes.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh yeah, I look forward to listening back to this, to be honest.
Yeah. The creaking door that, well, for those that
don't know.
I've been by me saying, well, I don't want to embarrass you if you don't want
No,
to
mate. I laugh about it now. It's just so funny.
We had an episode, and I don't think it got actually aired because it was before we did live streams, and there was an issue with it.
But, possibly the most unprofessional thing I've ever seen.
But Will had an issue with his. Well, Will decided that he needs to go and clean his glasses without telling us all, and obviously he's our anchor, and his door literally went.
Oh, that deserves a video by itself. Sam's impression of my door.
Hilarious. It was just hilarious.
It was the way we reacted to it and everything. We were absolutely wetting ourselves. It was so it was so funny.
If I ever do a blooper video, that will be in there, I think.
That never got aired, did it?
No.
Have you still got the video?
Yeah, I think I've still got it, so yeah.
Can you? Oh, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Again, we're sort of dragging it out, so I'm gonna leave Will to give you guys sort of an idea of what to expect from TubeMix over the fledgling months. And
that's a good word, fledging. Yeah, I like that.
Fledgling. Not sledging.
Oh yeah. I think I said fledging. Yeah, there's another one for the bloopers books. If I said fledging.
It's fledgling. Oh well.
Thank you very much, JLIWheels. So, as I said, Match Talk Live will be back next season. I'll be doing a transfers show, hopefully. We'll be doing Football Central, I guess, various, so, yeah. And, well, honestly, I think it might be pretty good to, have a little break. So, I've still got the eager to still, recharge the batteries, because I've been broadcasting quite a lot recently.
Hang on, I thought we said we were going to do the FA Cup.
Yeah. We are going to do that. I mean, I just meant sometime in the near distant future. But yeah. Of course, I want to do the FA Cup final. Can't believe that's on Saturday. Yeah, time's really going fast.
So, before we go, do you want to just tell us what you're thinking for channel ideas?
Well, if I can get in contact with Don't Laugh with Ben Moss,
It's not laughing.
then hopefully, might be able to do Doctor Who classic reviews. Like I said, I want to sort of revamp my nostalgia series, Flashback 101 Behind the Box, about old TV presentation and channels, which was a massive success, and I really want to do that again.
I remember that actually was very popular, wasn't it?
It was, yes. So I think it'd be really good to revisit that again. More knowledge and, has come out. I've watched more videos as well to really restore my memory. So, yeah, it's just, if you like a bit of nostalgia, that's the perfect show for you.
It's very good.
Yeah, and if you'd be interested in joining me on some of them potentially, because perhaps JLIWheels what would you say to that?
Maybe.
Yeah, depending on what the channel would be.
Don't forget Sam.
I think JLIWheels really wanted to do a Disney one.
Fuck off.
Just so you know, his favourite Disney character is Elsa.
It's fucking not. Mulan. That's not much better, is it?
So as I was saying, I'm redoing Flashback 101 Behind the Box. I'll be doing the football. If I do the Doctor reviews, to be honest, I'll probably be quite busy anyway, with the...
What are you thinking? What about a separate series?
Oh, a separate series?
Something that isn't to do with football, though. What do you think?
Well, like I said, I've got my nostalgia series, and if I do my Doctor reviews, then that's another thing. I'm not sure. I'll have to get thinking. I think for some.
I think a great idea that is still a football series, but I guess we could also make it about other things, would be to educate Will about certain things.
That would be a good idea, actually. Yeah. You're right, Sam.
That is one of the funniest.
Yeah, sorry. Carry on.
Sam can see the money. Sam dollar signs.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea, because yeah, I'd love to do that, because I do need to, fill in all the gaps and blanks. I do.
And learn not to have a Costa on a night out.
Maybe like 1 week we teach him, like maybe 1 week I sit with both of you and explain to you about why I like comics.
Yeah.
And maybe the next week Sam chooses something that he likes that maybe we're not too keen on.
Yeah, and
What do you?
each pick a
Fucking golf. You
personal
like golf, don't you?
interest.
You're
Yeah,
boring.
I like it.
Yeah, I think,
like-
yeah, that'd be a great thing to do. You know, there's so many avenues
You
we
like
could
golf,
go down
don't
with
you,
this
boring
channel.
bastard?
And we'd expand our audience.
Yeah,
and
I'm really liking that idea actually. Yeah, let's get on meetings about that, you know, and yeah, see what we can come up with.
You could do Formula One.
Oh yeah, well we need Marcus because I don't think any of us are interested in Formula One.
I don't
watches
anymore.
Formula One.
What's that?
I don't
I'd say you were like Lewis Hamilton's
know,
biggest fan.
but all the cars sound like lawnmowers now. Because of they changed the engines and eco-friendly and stuff. So yeah, Formula One's gone right down. But maybe Marcus is a good one for that. Cause
Oh, we
Marcus
would
could
love
say
that. Yeah.
everything.
So
Well,
I'll see if I
maybe-
can get talking to
Maybe
Marcus.
you could do a politics show with Marcus.
Oh, no, we did try that,
Oh my
but
god, how about I just go and kill myself?
because it's very toxic at the moment for obvious reasons. No, we're not going down that road.
Do you know what I think would be a fantastic idea?
What?
That is very personal, but I think it would be great.
Go on.
A discussion about the disability that we have.
Yeah, like a fiend does.
And yeah,
I don't want to offend you guys,
Because-
but that wouldn't really interest me particularly.
Okay.
alright.
No. So just for me talking
Yeah, but
about
it's not
it,
about
just
what
I'd bore
Right.
myself. I would.
It might not be interesting to you, but I think to a viewing audience that would be very interesting.
Oh, you're right. Of course, yes.
That's a no.
No. Yeah, you're right. It could be a good thing.
Okay, I think we should get into. I think we should have a team meeting about that.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll have a meeting, discuss potential ideas. But I really like the idea of Sam discuss. You know, you picking a topic that you like, and Sam and me, and maybe Ben, and yeah, that I'm really liking that idea.
What other sports do you like, Sam?
Tennis.
Yeah. Oh, we could talk to Will about tennis.
I do watch Wimbledon, but apart from that, I don't really
Yeah,
watch tennis.
That's shit, innit? Wimbledon. Good man.
But I do know a lot of tennis players. You know, Andy Murray, Roger Federer, Rafa Nadal,
I actually think Roland Garros is better.
Steffi Graf. There's
Ben.
a classic one from the past.
You know who?
Jimmy
you know
Connors,
who I
John
like?
McEnroe, Sue Barker.
There was João Souza and João Sousa.
Oh yeah.
I don't know who they are.
They're basically the same, different guys with the same names.
Oh right. Maria Sharapova. So I do actually know quite a lot
Well,
of tennis
she's
players
good.
actually.
A lot of these are retired.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Steffi Graf's retired, and who else did you say?
Sharapova.
Virginia Wayne,
Halep.
retired.
She's still playing.
Halep.
Halep won, isn't she?
Yeah, she isn't now, I think.
No, it's Naomi. It's Naomi Osaka, isn't it?
She's not now. She's
Oh,
dropped.
who was the British woman that? She did well. Can't remember her name.
Kate Thompson.
Yeah.
No.
Heather
Oh,
mean Heather
Laura Robson. That's it.
Oh,
my
she-
God, that's a blast from the past, isn't it?
She's gone right down.
I know. She's back on the tour, wasn't she, this year?
Yeah, she's had problems, hasn't she?
Yeah, I tell you what, it's
Big.
going to be weird without Wimbledon. This. Oh, what am I talking about? June's already gone.
So yeah, I mean, I know Jordan loves his comics, and maybe when you're on about comics, you could get Ash, one of our other friends, into that as well.
I don't think he'd be
think-
keen on doing a YouTube video though.
You know what? I asked him the other week that if I did a video, if I started doing videos where I talked about comics, would he like to get involved? And he said no.
I would love to have him, but I think, you know, some people, they just, you know, YouTubing is not for them, which is fair enough.
I don't think it's his game, is it?
No.
No.
But
No,
like
fair
I
enough.
said, we must thank him, you know, for his work behind the scenes, you know, because he's saved the show, really.
Well, yeah.
Anything else to add then?
Bye bye.
I would just say that we will see you next week, and to expect good things from the newly christened TubeMix channel.
Obviously, things that are opening back up now, and people can go on holiday in this country, and summer holidays are here for a lot of people if you're at school and college and uni or whatever. But if you can't join us for the FA Cup, Stroke Champions League, whatever, in the next few weeks, because you're away, have a lovely holiday time, and we'll see you next season for the ones that are away.
Brilliant.
I get the feeling that yeah, no. One thing I do want to stress is definitely that this is just the beginning for us.
It is, yeah.
And we you know, we've known throughout the season that we're really not producing amazing content or good content, but we've enjoyed
What are
it.
you on about? What are you on about? Speak for yourself.
No, I
I
mean,
think I'm incredible.
production level it's not been good. It's been passable.
Right, well, speak for yourself.
I know, but you can't deny that.
I'm joking with you.
I'm very proud with our
Videos
recent
made it to
streams.
YouTube.
I'm joking with you. Stop being so defensive.
Oh,
You want to go, G? Come on.
Yeah, not in
right.
front
Have
of
you
me.
two finished your mini fight?
No, mate.
Nah, we're not even started.
No.
Oh, they'll be getting in the ring. They will get the boxing gloves on.
I'd flatten Sam and he knows it.
No. Literally, this guy can talk the talk, but he can never walk the walk.
Oh,
You can't-
love it. A bit
you
of
can't
fighting
walk the
talk.
walk
Lovely.
either, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Guys,
I'm more able than you are these days.
that's probably true.
Oh, it's all tensing up here. Oh,
Counts for nothing. Counts for nothing, mate, when you've got a brain that's... My brain's bigger than yours.
oh,
We'll
that's
see about that
brutal.
one.
We shall see, yeah.
Anyway, have you got anything to
Anyway,
add,
love
any
you,
of
Sam.
you two?
Just thank you, everybody, and yeah, fuck you too.
Mm.
Not you, the audience, but JLIWheels.
No, we
Charming.
love it. We love each other, really.
We
So
do.
It's a very love-hate relationship.
I've
We're
never
a
had a
lot-
bad word
We're
with
a lot better
with
than we
any
used
of
to
you.
be when it was like pure hate.
I don't think we ever hated each other.
Hate is a
No.
strong word.
Maybe got on each other's nerves a few
We,
times. But past
yeah.
is in the past.
Absolutely. Look at you now. You know you're mates again. That's
Exactly.
great.
Once a
Yesterday-
prick, always a prick.
You've always been a fucking prick too, mate.
All right, you two.
Right,
Yeah,
this
you
was
can't-
going so well.
We're dragging it out now, bloody hell.
So have you got anything more to to say?
See you soon.
See you soon, everyone.
Okie dokie. So thank you to.
Oh, and thank you to Lightningboy on YouTube
Yeah.
as he bows out. Thank you, Lightningboy on YouTube for putting up with us and being an amazing host and allowing us to use your channel to
Yeah, I
do
think
on this.
we're a good team. We're a good pet. We're a good trio of hosts, aren't we? And Ben too.
Absolutely. So, all that remains for me to say is thank you to JLIWheels, thank you to Sam Taylor, thank you to Ben Carney. Thanks, lads. It's been absolutely great. So, thanks all for your company.
Thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next season.
Goodbye,
If not-
Lightning Boy. Goodbye, Lightning Boy on YouTube.
Okay, and yeah,
That is that. I felt a little bit devastated saying that.
thanks. Thanks for your support. If you want to, like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Lightningboy YouTube channel.
See what you dropped today.
What's it called, Will?
Oh yeah. Well, soon to be TubeMix, but I'm Lightningboy on YouTube now. So for the moment, so
That's not confusing at all.
No, it's not. It's in the next few days.
yes,
Finish.
at least.
Shut up, Sam.
Anyway, thanks for your support. It's been a season to remember, a season that we won't ever forget, a season like no other, in a year like no other. Thank you for your support. Stay safe, be kind, like, share, comment and subscribe to Lightningboy YouTube channel.